gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Whyte Track Field Center. Great day to be at Beaver.
5 years ago, when Bob DeCarlos made the announcement that we were going to do this, it was like most of the people in the room, when he said it, they had no response, because I think it was just like, yeah, okay, let's go have something to eat. It seemed like a really far-fetched idea at that time, but fortunately, it hasn't been a far-fetched idea, and we move on to phase 2, and no one is telling us this is a crazy idea. The more people find out about it, the more interest they have in it.
If we can take this momentum today up 1 or 2 more notches, which we can, which we will, there will be an OSU and University of Oregon dual meet once again. Right, Vin?
This is something that we've been working on for more than a generation, since the athletic department dropped track and field in '88, and as alumni, we all knew the values that student athletes get from this sport while they're attending Oregon State. So to us, it was a vision, it was a dream, and now it's a reality. So we're really excited that this is back. Track is back at Oregon State. This is just a great day at Oregon State. It's what we worked for, it's what we deserve, and it's what we're going to keep here in the state of Oregon. I just was no longer seeing orange and black out on the track at the conference championships and NC2As, and I just felt instinctively, that if that had happened when I was a student, I would have gone to a different school. And which is fine, I grew up in Medford, I was born in Portland, I could find another school. I was not going to be an Oregon Duck because I wanted to be an engineer. But, I would have had to go to Washington State or to University of Idaho to study engineering. It's too far from home. So this is what is important for us, for the state of Oregon, is to have this facility here in Corvallis.
It's been said, it's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. The last 5 years has certainly been interesting for many of us here. Oregon State University has attempted something that few other universities have, to reestablish a Division I track and field program in a powerhouse conference, starting from scratch with no facility and reaching out to alums and others of a program that was non-existent for 17 years.
I didn't realize how long it had been since I'd actually told a team we're going to meet at the track, and our track, and 8 years of meeting outside my office door, or meeting on a bike path, or having to jump in vans and go to one of the local high schools all the time, became old. And now we're in a position where we can actually come, like everybody else does, actually go to your facility and have practice, or and hopefully in the future real soon a competition.
Having to go from practicing inside an indoor facility on turf, or having to share a high school track with high school students, and now we finally have our own track. It means a lot to me, and it means a lot to Coach Kelly and for the future high jumpers and other athletes that will be coming in here too. There's a ton of guys that run track and do football back in high school, so seeing is how they'll know that we have a track program now, or a track field where they can practice and compete in. It'll interest them in coming here to play football and do track during the off season as well, so it's going to help a ton.
I can't wait to lace up my shoes and get on this track and hopefully win a race here someday and hold a record. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. For the past month, every time we come out here, our entire team keeps saying, wow, what a dream this is. But this track is no longer a dream. This track is a reality. And the reality of this track is that it will continue to give birth to many more dreams to come. Anyone who does anything great needs support. They need someone who believed in them even when they had no reason to, who supported them against all odds, who took on the vision as if it was their own. They need people like all of you. I am so thankful for the incredible support athletically, financially, spiritually, educationally, that I have been blessed with since coming to Oregon State.
My number one thing is the education level and the ability of the women's track team to achieve like a 3.5, pretty difficult when you have so many, you know, and so really it is about the education and education first, and it was just a bite-sized piece that we could get into, and with the help of the Valley Foundation, we were able to make it work. Just to see the enthusiasm of the alumni, it's great. Not only the alumni, but the people that don't even have anything to do with the school. It's been a great experience.
The women's distance corps, the cross-country team is already running. We've had Oregon State high jumpers in the NC2As, sprinters in the conference championships. So our athletes are here. And when I was a student, our athletes on the track team were doing other sports. So we're just going to slowly rebuild and give this opportunity back to the students and rebuild the tradition that we've had for over 119 years at Oregon State.